Sweetuna, the only flyover in Kondele, the only virgin in Entebbe, the only mbuta in Obu. They've had stories that we walk naked. They are black and they've never even come to Africa. Yes. So they had stories that the blacks are walking naked in Africa. Ati, you guys, by the way, they would ask you that. Yeah, there are some people even
Balotelli. There was a day he was saying, yeah, Mario. There was a day Mario was saying that African footballers should come back to Africa, and since they have made money there, they should contribute a certain amount of money and build stadiums in Africa, and so that we can see if the European leagues can continue. If someone of his caliber talks like that, he knows that Africans have got the.
I'm Evans. What's your name?
My name is Manjo.
Manju?
Yeah.
My name is Apesi, aka Mnyama Mkali. Hey, yeah. Repeat that again. Apesi, aka Mnyama Mkali. First of all, thank you for accepting the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so are you guys Kenyans?
Yeah, we're Kenyans.
Kenyans, Africans. Do you love Africa?
Yeah, we love Africa, of course. It's our motherland.
Especially as black Jews from Luo. We are from Luo, the black Jews. Wait. Actually, that was a topic I was coming into. Do you think the black people are the Jews? There's a black Jews and there's white Jews. So us Luo, Nigerians, Sudan, we are the black Jews. It's the promised land because if you look at Africa, almost everything comes from Africa. If you look at the guitar, it was Nyatiti that was modified and it became a guitar. So Africa is the foundation of almost everything. Yes. When you look at, when you go deep, even the Garden of Eden was situated in Africa. Yes. Yeah. Around Egypt. Egypt? Yeah. Wow. Not a bad guess. So it's told Egypt, the Garden of Eden was between Euphrates and Tigris. Yeah. Bro,
yeah.
Do you believe Africans are Jewish people?
Definitely.
So which tribe of the Jews do you think you come from?
From the Jews?
Yes.
Obviously Luo. Those are the Luo people.
We have 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a Jew must come from the 12 tribes. So which tribe do we come from?
Where? I don't have an idea, man.
I can answer that.
Maybe you can answer that.
I can answer that. I told you we are the black Jews. Not all Africans are black Jews. Yeah. Not all Africans. The Luo are the black Jews, the Nigerians, and South Sudan. And Sudan. Let me just say Sudan. We are from Jacob's. Jacob's sons. But which son in particular? He had 12 sons. It's called Judah. Some way. Judah, something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Judah is where Jesus comes from also. So we're in the blood of Jesus. I really love this. Black American is an African. Yeah. He's an African because you see, Africa is stronger. You find African and African can get a white. A white baby, but white and white can't give birth to a black baby. And when a black and a white guys come together, they bring black. There's a component of black, and black is stronger. Black gene is a dominant gene. They are dominant gene because you find that even black African or Africans are considered black, people of color. Yes. Yeah, not white. And them, they don't want to accept that they are black. Yeah, I'm white, but it's kind of funny because white don't consider the African the half-caste as whites, because people of color. You like Obama, someone like Obama is an half-caste, but you find that he's considered black, the first black American president.
An African is someone who's born and raised in Africa and has got African genes.
Why do you think Morocco said that they're not part of Africa?
During the World Cup?
Yeah.
It's because they are neighboring Spain and what? They're neighbors of Spain, eh? Europe. You know, they were supposed to be, by the way, Morocco was supposed to be on the other side of Europe, but when the map was drawn, I think they found themselves in Africa, but I think they just wanted to be Europeans.
You see, for so long, whites have advanced. have advanced. Yani they're very clever because everything was started in Africa. But with them, for example, let's say for example, I'm making puppetry. For me, I can make puppetry, but when a white man gets the idea, he writes it down. He writes it as a model. You get that? So then the whites consider us as not intelligent. They consider us not intelligent. That's why people of Morocco don't want to say that they are Africans, because it was said that Africans are primitive. Yeah, but in real sense, they are just Africans, white Africans. Yeah, very conducive because of human rights and things like that.
But we have racism
People,
issues.
yeah, it's there. It's there. Even black people are also racist. It's not a white thing. It's something that there are blacks who hate whites, that you took our land, you took our minerals. You find that it's not only from white is when we say there's a racism. So it's something that is worldwide. And being that nowadays African world is advancing, things like these issues now we are talking about them, we know that it's very illegal to be a racist in America, because you can even be fired just and that's why you find that now Africa is very dominant in America. Anything you try to do, they might say, hey, you're being racist, which is very illegal. Most of Africans are the geniuses. We find that when it comes to music, 90% of the rappers are black, people of color. When you look at films, Lupita Nyong'o, Idris Elba, yani, they're doing great things there until now Africans are becoming superior. We've had a black president.
Ghana president allowed black Americans to come and live in Ghana permanently.
Yeah.
So do you think this is a good idea, bro?
It's very good. It's very good because Africa is great, and if you are a black and you want to live in Ghana, that's a plus, because there's a lot we need to tap from this place. They should allow it. I think that's why you find that even in it will be very easy for an East African. You can live everywhere, anywhere in an Eastern African country. Nowadays, sasa unaweza enda Uganda uishi huko, and that is something we should embrace. Africa inafaa kusikuwa hata na visa. If you want to go to South Africa, you don't need a visa. Let's enjoy, let's create, let's vibe.
Do you think Africa should have a borderless policy?
Borderless policy, that's the way to go. You find even in Europe now, they have a Schengen visa. You can visit any country when you have that visa. That's a way of creating development, but because you can find someone who is good in something but wants to exploit.
It's a toothless dog.
It's a toothless dog.
Tell me, bro.
Because some of these things are just talked about and are not implemented. You see, like that the thing that we are talking about of Africa's moving all over Africa. It's something that has been it has been a topic of discussion, but now there's no implementation, because now the problem comes whereby, like for example, when the former president talked about East Africa moving all over to East Africa, having that passport ya move over East Africa freely. There was an issue with people like Tanzania and Kenya. You know, the issue comes whereby when a country like Kenya, you know, is full of people who are aggressive. So, since they are aggressive, some of these countries that are behind us think that when we go there, we are going to manipulate them, we are going to take over their resources and stuff, you see. But that's not the case, because, it's not the case.
Wanted to do something. He wanted Africa to come together, then we have one president, which was very good. And United States of Africa. But when the whites saw that, they said these guys are going to become powerful because we've got the minerals. Actually, when you look at Congo, is one of the richest,
I agree.
one of the richest country in Africa. That's why you see there's war.
Even in the world.
Anywhere that there's resources, there must be a war.
From outside, because they have interest.
They are even empowering guys to start war, so that they take over. They come with their unions. Oh, we've come to restore peace. Then they take over. But it's time for Africans to wake up, because we are ahead of these guys, but they fool us that they are ahead of us.
And the day we will notice that, then we will go far. But they cannot allow it actually.
Actually, they're not intelligent. They're just organized. They have structures. They are not intelligent.
We are not intelligent than
You know, I've been to Europe. I'm telling you this. And
which country, bro?
I've been to Germany, Spain, France.
Germany is so racist, I hear of it.
Yeah, it's so racist. And you find that these guys have structures. They are not that intelligent. The only thing they have models. For us, we work things. We just work without even a plan, without writing them down.
We don't have more.
We don't have. Yeah, we don't have models.
They should come back to Africa. What do you call it? The efforts that they are taking there. This word I was looking for. The efforts that they are taking there and the skills that they are taking there, they should bring it back to Africa. There was a time this footballer called Pogba, not Pogba, but not Drogba. The Martin, how do you call it? The one in Italy. Balotelli. There was a day he was saying, yeah, Mario. There was a day Mario was saying that African footballers should come back to Africa, and since they have made money there, they should contribute a certain amount of money and build stadiums in Africa, and so that we can see if the European leagues can continue. And if someone of his caliber talks like that, he knows that Africans have got the potential and everything it takes to do something. You see? Yeah.
You know what? When I was in Europe, most black people who were born there, because even the person who hosted me, he was taken there when he was 16 years. Now he's a Dutch. They are very eager to come back to Africa, because I was even working with the University of Utrecht in Netherlands. Most of the black people in Netherlands wants to come back to Africa because they've had stories that we walk naked. They are black and they've never even come to Africa. So they had stories that the blacks are walking naked in Africa. You guys, by the way,
They would ask you that.
yeah, there are some people, even in some European countries, they've never seen black. You go to a school and pupils are
Aliens.
they're screaming.
Literally screaming.
Yeah.
But you see even you see even the racism issue that is happening in those countries is because of the indigenous Europeans. The people that are born there, there are some people who have never been to Africa, by the way, from Europe. So they're still the people who believe in that. But people who have been to Africa time and time again, they know a different story. So even the racism that goes on there is because of the indigenous people who are born there.
You told us that you're a musician, right? Would you mind to give us a tune of your art, bro?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yawa, Sweetona, the only flyover in Kondele, the only virgin in Entebbe, the only mbuta in Obunga. Nataka tu wewe Nyeri, nilete wewe Kisumo, via International Airport, the land of Lupita and Obama. Yo.